Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucimus Prime here, and welcome to the next episode of Movie That Deserves a Sequel. Now, in today's video, guys, I'm going to be covering probably a really big example for me of a film that does strongly deserve continuation and more story, and this is a film from 2009. This is also my favourite movie of all time by the director Neil Blomkamp, and which was also produced by Peter Jackson. And this film, which in my opinion deserves a sequel, is of course none other than 2009's District 9. So yeah, now when it comes to this film, guys, I really love District 9. In my opinion, it's a masterpiece and one of the best sci-fi films of the 2000s decade, in my opinion. And why it's not had sequels is beyond me, because this movie is phenomenal. So, and what's great about it is, I definitely love how it feels like a documentary in some places, and it feels like a real life alien invasion to a planet where aliens actually live in a district of Johannesburg, South Africa. And it's just brilliant, really, how they did it. They really did a great job of this, and Sharlto Copley does a great job playing the main character Vickers as well in the movie. And the other cast members are also very good too, as well. David James is great as the villain Colonel Cubus Venter, as well. And everyone else, in my opinion, play their parts really well in this. And so why does this film deserve a sequel, guys? So, if you guys have seen the film, you'll of course be aware that the main character Vickers gets infected, and he starts, of course, to mutate into the creatures who are called the prawns in this movie. And so he gets sprayed, of course, by either fuel or while he's confiscating it, and he starts to mutate. And he, of course, as well, finds and rescues one of the aliens, who is called Christopher Johnson. And he and Christopher, of course, they fend off the military, and they get to the ship. And Christopher promises Vickers that he will come back in 3 years' time to cure him of his condition and reverse his transition from human to prawn. And of course, Vickers is able to buy him time to escape, and of course ends up being confronted by Colonel Venter. But the aliens, however, the prawns, however, ambush Venter and kill him. Definitely in a very brutal way, but he definitely did it because he was definitely a great villain, in my opinion. And a villain that you love to hate. And at the end of the movie, the ship leaves. And of course, it ends on a cliffhanger note where, of course, Vickers fully transforms into an alien. And of course, it ends on a note where he's hopeful that he will come back to being a human. And he, of course, creates a metal flower for his wife as well, to show her that he still remembers who he is and that he'll be coming back for her as well. And so, and humanity's, of course, left to speculate whether Christopher will return or not. So hopefully, this story can be continued. So I really hope they'll do a sequel to this where it will show Christopher, of course, looking for what is needed to reverse the transformation. And yeah, hopefully it will reverse Vickers back to being a human. So yeah, I really hope that a sequel, probably called District 10, will get released. I really hope so. Because, and it'll probably make sense to call that because there's going to be, there's of course a new camp called District 10 in this movie as well. But did Neil Blomkamp make a sequel to this? Well, no, sadly not, which is disappointing. Instead, guys, he made two other movies which I of course do own. He of course made 2013's Elysium, which was which was decent in my opinion, but kind of felt like a rehash of District 9 a little bit, really. But Matt Damon was still good in a movie in my opinion. Then, of course, as well in 2015, he, of course, made Chappie, which was also, alright, but in my opinion, felt like, a combination of things like RoboCop and Short Circuit a little bit, I guess, and some other things too, really, nothing really new. My favourite part of the movie was Hugh Jackman, nonetheless. And so yeah, sadly, he's not made a sequel to District 9, and I believe he also made a horror movie as well, called Demonic as well. Which unfortunately didn't have very good reviews. And he's also making a movie called Gran Turismo, a sports movie. But yeah, I really hope that if this film is successful, that it will give him, the courage to make this sequel, because he apparently does want to make a sequel. But I really hope that it will actually happen and come to fruition, because like, you can't just end this film on a cliffhanger and stop there. You just can't. I mean, this film was nominated for Oscar as well. It was nominated for an Oscar, so yeah, it was very well recognised, very popular movie, because I saw this movie on Netflix, quite a long time ago, and I loved every second of the movie. It was mind blowing, just a masterpiece. That's why I got it on Blu-ray. So I really hope that it gets a sequel, because in my opinion, it strongly deserves one. It's just a phenomenal movie. In my opinion, the best work of Neil Blomkamp, and my favourite role of Sharlto Copley as well. And Sharlto even said in an interview from this year that District 10 is still in discussions as well. And apparently him and Blomkamp have written drafts for it, because he and Neil Blomkamp have been, friends since, for a very long time. And they collaborate a lot on their projects, because he's, of course, in Elysium and Chappie as well as this movie. So I really hope that they'll get what they need to make this sequel. They really need to, absolutely. Because yeah, this movie is just, phenomenal, and it ends on a cliffhanger, and it's disappointing that it hasn't got a sequel, because yeah, this film, of course, is 13 years old, guys. Yeah, 13, and it strongly deserves continuation, in my opinion. Strongly. Because yeah, like, why didn't it get sequels is just beyond me. It's disappointing that it's not had continuation, because in my opinion, it deserves sequels, absolutely. So yeah, I'd love a sequel where Christopher, of course, is looking for what's needed to reverse the transformation, and he comes back to Vickers, and he cures him and turns him back into a human. Maybe even do like a third film where he and Vickers are teaming up as well to fight against those who are, against the prawns. That'd be pretty cool, I guess. Maybe that'd be really cool. I'd also love to see Vickers reunite with his wife too as well, and assure everyone going to be okay as well, because it also ends up with her being hopeful that he's alive due to a metal flower she receives. So yeah, now, in the meantime though, I'll keep rewatching this movie, absolutely. I will also want to post a review for it as well in the future, absolutely, because I love this movie. I might even post reviews for Elysium and Chappie, I guess, one day in the future, but yeah. But I'm not a bigger fan of those as I am for District 9, though, because in my opinion, nothing by Neil Blomkamp will ever top this movie, in my opinion. Nothing, in my opinion, will. Because this movie, in my opinion, is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, and I really hope it gets sequels, because I love District 9. Yeah, it's just an incredible movie from start to finish. Probably, a very amazing, accurate portrayal of what would be like if aliens actually, invaded Earth and actually lived in a district in South Africa. Yeah. Very accurate, in my opinion, and they definitely nailed it. So yeah, in my opinion, guys, District 9 is an example of a film that strongly, in my opinion, deserves sequels, absolutely. So guys, this is me doing the next episode of Movie That Deserves a Sequel, and today, guys, I was talking about why, in my opinion, District 9 deserves a sequel. So drill, guys, be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let us know in the comments what you guys think of District 9 if you see it. Let me know if you think it deserves a sequel in the comments below. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can join me, please, lads, or you can go in the description, and I'll see you all later.